Catalina here. What do you think about being the first lady along with your mother?
My grandmother. And I'm so very happy. Very happy for my daughter. Congratulations.
Like Frank Catalina. What do you think? It was a great victory tonight. What do you think of the new beginning again? Peekskill this time, and great job trying to do.
Well, it's not over yet. We still have some artists to come in, and I'm extremely happy for Frank, and we need to get the city moving forward, and hopefully this is our
This fine gentleman over here, I know he's been a volunteer for many years. What's your name? Nice to meet you.
Tonight, not only for me, but for Peekskill. District 10, as you know, has not been counted, but we fully expect that our council candidates that are right now behind by about 16 votes will be brought across the finish line. Yes, and I would like to mention Miss McKenzie. I want to congratulate her on her victory. She ran a very clean campaign, and I look forward to working with her, a local businesswoman in town. She knows that Peekskill needs to succeed, and I look forward to working with her.
I'm sure you're going to make a great man.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Tremendous work. I also want to thank all the district leaders and all the people who pitched in to bring this victory and bring this victory home and make it possible. Now, we've got a number of different races going on. We already told you about the unofficial numbers, and like we said before, it looks like we're going to get one council seat with Joey Torres. The third council seat is very much up in the air, and it could be one of their people, one of the incumbents, or it could be Vinnie Boo Vesey. What a great name. First and foremost is one of the great mayors that we've had here in the city of Peekskill, who did just a tremendous job, and for the last few years now has been our representative in Legislative District 1 on the County Board of Legislators. He won here in Peekskill again tonight. He's up in Cortland and up in Yorktown by 60-40, and both of those are elected county legislator, John Ondek.
Thank you so much. What a great party tonight. This is such a great gathering. Brings back a lot of old memories and really good memories from the city of Peekskill. It's an honor to be able to serve the city of Peekskill citizens again. Look forward to 2 more years of doing that. With Rob Astorino as our county executive, who also is now continuing what we've been able to do at the county board. We're going to continue to do that. I'm so excited to be working now with Mayor Catalina. I can actually call City Hall and have the phone answered. It's going to be nice. They're going to call back even, right? So, and I know we're going to get at least 2 of the council seats. And it's the beginning of taking back the city of Peekskill. I'm glad to be a part of it. I'm honored to be a part of it. I'm honored to have run with Frank and his team. They did a great job, a great campaign. The citizens of Peekskill came out because they knew it's time to go back to where we were going before. And I'm proud to be part of it. I'm looking forward to the next 2 years. Thank you for putting me there. Thank you for your support.
John Testa. Now, I have to tell you, this journey started about 5 months ago when Frank, 9 months ago? 9 months ago in his mind. 5 months ago since I endorsed you.
That's all that matters.
But in all seriousness, Peekskill is certainly a community that has been in transition over a number of years now. And when it comes to registrations here in Peekskill, it very much mirrors Westchester County as a whole. We talked a little bit about it before. It's always for Republican candidates an uphill battle to get their message across and for them to be understood in the sense that people absolutely recognize and believe what you are saying. And I have to tell you, it's been very, very gratifying to me as the Republican chairman to see this team really put together a great campaign. Leslie Beatrice, who came on board at the last minute when the Democrats pulled their deal, did a tremendous job. Let's hear it for Leslie. I am sure that you will be hearing from her again in the future. Now, we already mentioned that the council seats are pretty much up in the air. At least 2 of them are. But there's one fellow who has been to this type of night too many times without feeling or tasting victory. And the unfortunate part about that is that he is a tremendous individual who has an awful lot to give to this community. And I am sure with Frank Catalina as mayor that he'll be calling on this individual to help steer one of the important commissions or one of the important committees that we have here in the city of Peekskill. Please thank, for another great run, Chris Hanslick. I don't know, Chris. I think Peekskill just doesn't like engineers. Maybe that's what it is. No Polish jokes tonight. All right. We also have 2 other candidates that were with Frank all the way around the city, and they've done a great job, one of which looks like he is in for sure. Let's have a big round of applause for our new councilman. Looks like our new councilman, Joey Torres. Where are you, Joe? There you go, baby. Joe ran before, got defeated, but he came back again, and here he is. He's just like Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln lost more elections than he won. So did Winston Churchill, by the way. So remember that. All right, now we've got 1 council seat that's very much up in the air, and this was this guy's first foray into public or attempt for public office, and he did it not because of me. I can guarantee you guys that. This was all because it's what he wanted to do. And I am so proud of him, and I know his mother, it's her birthday today, by the way. 42 years old. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Maddie. Happy birthday to you. So she still may get a belated birthday party. We're so proud of our son, Vinny Boo Vesey, who is And now, even though the results are unofficial, we told you about how District 10 is still out there. There are still some absentee ballots out there. But when you look at the lead right now that Frank Catalina has accomplished here tonight from the machine numbers that we received, it is highly unlikely that we are going to go backwards in the city of Peekskill. We are going to move forward, and we're going to move forward under the leadership of our new mayor, Frank Catalina.
Want to apologize because we would have had one more vote, except some lady called me up today and said, somebody's calling on behalf of your campaign and he says he's George Pataki. You know, you shouldn't have people lying about that, but actually I want to thank George Pataki for coming to my office today, making phone calls. I want to take this opportunity to thank the citizens of Peekskill who have said they want to turn the page. They want to turn the page on deficit spending. They want smart and reasonable growth. They're tired about consultants telling them about it, studies to read about. They want action, and they're going to get it. I promise you that. We've run this campaign in what I believe is a fair and reasonable manner to lay out somebody's record. And I think that we accomplished that, but we also laid out a 45-page plan, 3-point plan to get Peekskill moving again. That plan will be placed on the table, and reasonable people of goodwill will pass that plan, regardless of party affiliation. I just want to say something about Leslie Dietrich. Leslie Dietrich came from nowhere and entered the political world with both feet on the ground. She wanted to make a difference in her community, and she did, just by being here and making that run. She may not have been successful tonight, but you're going to hear more from Leslie Dietrich, because I'm telling you right now, I'm running with her in 2 years from now. Do I have to clear that with the committee? I also want to say something about my running mates. Chris Hanslick was there when nobody else was. He agreed to step forward. He agreed to work with me. He worked his little tail off to the detriment of time that he could have spent with his family. And for that, Chris, I thank you very much. And Boo Vesey, where's Boo? How many more times do I have to say that? Boo Vesey, it's been a pleasure working with you, and this race is not over. It's only about 16 or 18 votes that separate you, and I'm going to pull more council candidates over the finish line before this is over. So thank you very much for your hard work. And Joe Torres, he said he's going to fix that leak up in my toilet. But other than that, he's going to work on the major problems of this city. He's a businessman. He knows what Peekskill needs to move forward, and he's going to help me do it. And I'm going to make him. All right, here's where I get in trouble. I just want to thank people who worked on this campaign from day one. I want to thank, first and foremost, my family, my mother, who worked day and night. My mother lost a lot of friends during this campaign. Because,
She's trying to call the Betty Ford Clinic.
I heard her on the phone one day yelling at somebody, "You're supposed to be down here at 2 o'clock. Where are you? We need relief." And she hung up, and I was like, "Who is that?" She goes, "They're supposed to be here." I said, "Mom, they're volunteers. Please, be nice to them." But I just want to thank my mother, not only for her work on this campaign, but her work for this community. She volunteers in so many different organizations that when people found out this was my mother, it really turned the tide of this campaign. And not only that, I would like to thank my mother. I would like to thank my mother for the sacrifices she made in her life to give me the life that I have today. The new First Lady of Peekskill.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. Get her off the stage. I want to thank. Okay, all right. Is that on TV?
Yeah, it's on TV.
I want to thank my family, my daughter Andrea, my daughter Lisa, who flew in from LA to be here today. She's my lucky charm. And my son, who ran my walking campaign. I hated you every day when you made me get out there and walk, but I thank you. I love you all. Thank you so much. This campaign, there's an architect behind every campaign. And in this campaign, it was Larry Gomez. Larry's my best friend, my brother. Thank you so much. And day-to-day operations, Amber Thomas, wherever you are. Amber, thank you so much for everything. To the multitude of volunteers, every day we had at least 5, 7 people in headquarters from 10 o'clock in the morning to 6 o'clock at night. These people made this campaign happen. I just want to thank you all. I know I'm going to forget somebody, so I don't want to mention names, but just thank you all for everything. My mother's still talking about that. Lastly, I just want to thank the citizens of Peekskill who crossed party lines to endorse my candidacy. I've been a lifelong resident of Peekskill. I reached out to people that I know, my friends, clients, friends of friends, and friends of clients. They gave me a chance, and I will not let you down. I promise you.
Thank Catalina, our new mayor. And while you're clapping, we got the great Judge Jerry Klein, who looks like, to look good, looks good for Jerry Klein in the town of Cortland, being reelected as their judge. Thank you all for being here. Thanks to all the folks here at the Quiet Man for the great night they gave us. And Peekskill, it's time to move forward.